Thanks, Tal, for that great presentation. Up next, we have a panel between Dow and three of the batch companies. Everboard and Bifusion are both from the Silicon Valley program, and Empower is from our Paris program. So please welcome Haley, Rick, Wilhelm, and Heidi. Take it away, Haley.
Thanks, Matt. So I just wanted to explain a little bit about the plug and play platform and how it's helped us at Dow connect with some pretty progressive startups who have had some impactful businesses of turning plastic waste into value. At Dow, we do believe that plastic is too valuable to be lost as waste. So you can see all of this behind me, and that's a lot of valuable material out there. And we really want to drive systemic change, and we know that we can't do that by ourselves. And that systemic change starts with, really finding ways to stop the waste and close the loop. Those are two new sustainability targets that Dow has just launched. But we know that happens when there are self-sustaining business models, and that actually what causes it to be long-lasting. So today, I just want to highlight how Dow is working with the Plug and Play platform, and I'm honored to be joined by three panelists today, and they represent just a spectrum of how we've been working. So from one side of our involvement with Heidi and Bifusion, we're talking about investment, so we'll talk about that today. In the middle, I think, Rick, we're like on our third round of trials. So that's where we are with Rick. And then with Willem on the other side of the spectrum, where we're just starting conversations, but we find a lot of opportunity in ways that we could work together on exploring partnership. So I think just to give a little context, what might be helpful is to explain the Energy Bag program, because that's the connection that we have with Rick and Heidi. So Dow and Reynolds started a program called the Hefty Energy Bag Program. Some of you guys may have heard me talk about this before, but this is a way that we offer cities a way to collect these hard to recycle plastics that might have gone to the landfill. And over the past several years, we've diverted over 1 million pounds of waste into different applications like, other end markets, pyrolysis oil, or energy. And so we've reached about 4 cities throughout the United States, and we've seen the impact that even it's just made with these 4 cities, and we want to do more. We want to find ways to grow it more. So when we met Heidi and Rick, we immediately clicked, and they needed some more materials, and we needed more markets of where to put the product that could derive value for it. So Heidi, maybe we could start with you. I want to explain a little bit about the investment process and how we got there. So we have something called the Dow Impact Fund, and that's where we have projects that actually bid on funding from Dow, from our foundation it has to provide a business, a social, and an environmental impact. And so over the past 3 years, we've committed $5 million towards 25 projects. And so I'm really excited to announce today that our project with Heidi has received $180,000 towards investment in their machine. And Bifusion is going to be a critical part to working on getting this hard to recycle plastic in films that do have value, and demonstrating that to the community of all of the people who actually take the time to sort their waste in the Hefty Energy Bag, and showing and demonstrating that it does have value. So Heidi, maybe let's turn it over to you to talk a little bit more about Bifusion and the work that we're doing together.
Yeah, thanks, Haley. And we're thrilled to be working with Dow and Energy Bag Program. I'm actually standing in front of some of the Energy Bag waste that comes out of households. This actually came out of the Boise market. I'm standing not only in front of the waste, I'm in Los Angeles in our innovation center getting ready to build the machine that will go to Boise. What Bifusion has done is developed a system that converts all of this unrecyclable waste plastic into a building material called BiBlock. It goes from waste to product immediately in one system using only plastic waste. The great thing about working with Boise and the Energy Bag Program and Dow is that with the city involvement and with Dow's involvement, we'll be able to demonstrate to the community immediately the value that their efforts in sorting properly and how it applies directly to city and infrastructure projects. We've got a team of people on the ground already looking for infrastructure projects and aligning with developers and architects to put this waste to work immediately. So thank you again for your support. We're super thrilled to be working with you.
Awesome. Yeah, so you guys can see the great opportunity there. And so, Rick, now to you. I guess one thing that I want to say is that I've been so impressed at the scale at which Everboard is expanding. And we're in our third trial with you, the Hefty energy bag material into Everboard. And so I'd also mention with this relationship where we're working on that we've had a chance and an opportunity to even do some trials with our compatibilizers to ensure that everything is mixed properly to get the performance that you're demanding for your application. So Rick, maybe over to you. Let's talk through what you have to offer and how we're working together.
Thanks, Haley. And congratulations, Heidi. So great news for you. So awesome. Everboard is, I'm going to quickly do what we make, and we make a roof cover board. And in the background here, you'll see this is actually where our material goes. It goes on the top of commercial roofs. And the product over my shoulder here is our product on that roof getting ready to be installed. Our roofing material is made from recycled content that's about 60% fiber, but the other 40% is plastic. And that's where the connection with Dow has been terrific for us. We're active, like Heidi, working with the energy bag folks. And as Haley mentioned, we're kind of into our next full-scale trial of actual production material with Everbag. But we take what we start with in our business is not unlike what you see in the background for Heidi. We take mixed materials and engineer them into a high-performance roof cover board. And that combination allows us to compete quite effectively at scale. Our current business, we have installed over 5 million square feet of roof in the US so far, and Canada, and we're scaling up quickly. So we're very excited about our partnership with Dow, as well as Plug and Play. It's been a great accelerator experience for us, but we're looking for the future and the next scale production test with energy bag as content.
Awesome. Thanks, Rick. I know we've got a lot more opportunities beyond just even where this stands. So I'm excited to see where this journey takes both of us as well. So finally, last but not least, Willem, we are just beginning our discussions. And I would say after the Paris session, we realized that we both had very strong programs in Africa, and that we could work together to really help each other in this space. So just a little bit about our program in Africa, and then I'll turn it over to you to explain Empower and what you guys bring to the table that will really help is in Nigeria, we recognize that 70% of the population gets a lot of their drinking water from a flexible all polyethylene pouch. Often they don't have access to clean drinking water throughout this country, and so that's something that, that's how they get access to their water. And this is often a very, I wish I had a sample to show you guys, but this is often a very highly recyclable pouch, but because of the lack of infrastructure to separate the waste and also collect it in Nigeria, the majority of it unfortunately ends up in landfill or in the environment. So we wanted to create a system to actually capture this and to turn it into value. And we had started working on an incentive-based collection program with a group called the Recycling Points. And then one of our customers in Nigeria to turn all of this waste into a post-consumer recycled product that we could offer into the marketplace. We have used Pack Studios. Dow has a large presence of packaging testing, often that has, equipment from our customers and their customers where we can do tests. And so we've done some tests through our Pack Studios to create viable offerings that the marketplace wants and that the brand owners want. However, one gap that we had was one of our customers that we were working with had extra capacity to do more, but we really needed some more collection and we needed to scale this enough to bring in enough product that the brand owners would want. So we were looking for more collection sources, and Empower was looking for more local recycling options. And this really was kind of a beginning of a match made in heaven. So Willem, maybe over to you to explain a little bit more about what Empower does and how we're starting to work together.
Yeah, thanks, Haley. And yeah, absolutely. It looks like a great match. And we started in Nigeria about a year ago because we were approached by local waste collection companies and aggregators, and they were talking about this problem with the water sachets, and it's like a huge environmental and health problem because it gets stuck in sewers and there's no offtake for it. And what we did was create this incentive system for waste pickers, so they could take up just the water sachets, separate that from the other waste, and deliver this to collection points, and get an incentive for that, which made it worthwhile. And at the same time, we digitize kind of the waste stream, so we make them available. And by using really the data on how much is collected on each site, we then will make that available for potential off-takers. So it's we went and did 50 tons per month end of last year, and now during the summer scale it up to 150 tons per month. And but we really then had the issue about now we need to find larger off-takers that are able to recycle that kind of volume. A part of what has been collected has been sent to Europe because of the lack of local infrastructure. So being able to connect to Dower and really connect to local recyclers and be able to really both collect this, create jobs in Nigeria, and also really do the whole collection and recycling there is kind of a dream come true, I think, for us and the local companies, and it's really a perfect match.
Yeah, so I think we're just starting to work together, and hopefully I see a lot of potential, not just in Nigeria, but in other places where both of us are working together. So let's maybe do one last question or roundtable for the panel is, what is the impact that you expect to see from this work or this involvement, or that you hope to see, and what other future opportunities do you see as well?
Well, for us in this pilot, we're really excited. Our target right now, while the system that we'll be deploying with this particular energy bag pilot location is that the system is our base entry model, and so the throughput of this system is about 30 tons a month, which is on the low end. So our goal is a minimum of 30 tons a month processing, as well as demonstrating hopefully up to 5 different construction projects in market to demonstrate to the community what we can really do with their waste.
Yeah, thanks, Haley. I guess the thing I'd say is the relationships that we've developed from Plug and Play to you guys to Alliance of 10 Plastic Waste members has been phenomenal. It's really going to help support the mission we're on for next year. We expect to sell 10 million square feet of roof coverboard, and that's 4,000 tons of plastic that will be diverted from the environment, and we have bigger plans to go forward from there. So, we think the relationships that we've established from this have been nothing but additive to the goals we have going forward.
Yeah, and I have to agree on the program and these opportunities. And so far in Nigeria, we had 12 collection points that we're working with, and it's about 1,000 waste pickers have gotten jobs through this. And we're looking now to go from the 150 tons to up to 2,000 tons a month within the next 1 year, and create really tens of thousands of jobs in waste management in Nigeria. So I think that's our goals, and this is a great opportunity to go towards that. So yeah.
And then from my side, I guess I would just have to say that, with the new sustainability target that we launched by 2030, we will help stop the waste by enabling 1 million tons of plastic to be collected, reused, or recycled through our direct actions and our partnerships. This completely aligns with getting us towards that target. So thanks, guys, for joining me today. It's an honor to work with all of you, and I look forward to seeing you next together for even more impact. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.